When we're writing HTML, one of the common things that you might see within the code are comments. So comments are simply pieces of syntax that help people reading the actual code to understand what you're planning, what your intention is, and it's also a way to kind of send messages between different developers, between yourself. So if you go back to this code and you're wondering why would you put hello world 4 times, so demo heading tags. So that's the reason that I put all of those hello worlds there. So a comment, essentially, it's not going to show up on the web page. So I'm going to just save this and go out. So you're not going to actually see anything. Nothing gets presented to the user any different. So this is actually what just stays within that HTML file, and the browser knows not to render any of this out. So this is simply put a message to the developer in order to better understand maybe what and why you're structuring the code in this type of format. So another common thing within websites are links. So links are everywhere, and essentially links are what makes up the internet. So you have a whole bunch of different files on different servers all over the place, and you need a way to string them together to be able to navigate and hop from one to another, and that's what links are for. So links are essentially what the internet is, and that's why it's a web, because we're linking between different pages. So if I had a website here, if I had Google or something like that, or if I had a website, so I'm going to just use Discovery VIP, and I wanted to link out to this website, I would initiate it with an A, so that's an anchor tag, and here is where the tagging gets a little bit more complex. So initially all we've been doing is opening and closing tags and having content in between there. So if I was to do this for an anchor tag, I'll just show you how that's going to look. Nothing really happens. It's not rendered out as a hyperlink, and it just simply is rendered out as plain text. So there's nothing different until you actually add some attributes to the link. And attributes are going to be whatever content is contained within the element tags that helps the browser understand what you're trying to do with it. So if I want it to link out to a web page, or if I want it to link out, so I'm going to simply link out to my editor.html, so that's another page that I have here on the server, and that's the one where I've actually got this the TinyMC WYSIWYG editor here. So if I wanted to link out to there, all I need to do is specify the href link. And now when I go out to the web page, I refresh it, it automatically knows that this is a hyperlink to this location, and any of that text contained within there is considered part of the hyperlink. So I just moved world out of there, and we can see now the underline should only be under that one particular phrase or text that we've placed the hyperlink around, that we've wrapped it around. And now when I click it, we actually go to that page that we've selected. Now there's some additional attributes as well that you can specify here. So one of them is specifying the target, and target is going to simply help the browser understand what you're intending to happen once they click the link. So we know that it's a hyperlink, so once you add that href, we know that clicking on this brings you to this web page. But target helps the browser understand how you want the page to be rendered out. So if we don't actually want to have